Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Unfound Podcast Channel on YouTube. I am Ed Densel, Unfound's host. As the title suggests, I will be going over some map analysis for the disappearance of Zachary Vidal. This is an episode that came out on August 15th of 2025. Before I get into this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please like it. Please share it. If you're not yet a subscriber to this channel, please hit the button in the bottom right-hand corner. I'd appreciate it. And please consider supporting Unfound either through PayPal, Patreon, or hitting the join button below. So in the episode, most prominently, Zach's Aunt Cindy and I spoke of this video that was taken of Zach at the local 7-Eleven in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Now, I will zoom out here to show you where Pottsville is in Pennsylvania. So, what I would call Eastern Pennsylvania. I am, of course, from Western Pennsylvania, but there is, you can see Philadelphia down there in the bottom right-hand corner, and then we zoom in, and there it is. Of course, you can see a lot of buildings there. Pottsville is not a small town, but it's kind of out there in the wilds, in the mountains of Pennsylvania. Of course, where I grew up, there were certainly hills and valleys, but once you're getting into Western Pennsylvania, it's more and more starting to look like Ohio, which is a very flat state. And then you get over to the eastern side of Pennsylvania, it's kind of the same thing. All of the mountains in Pennsylvania, the serious mountains, are in the middle. This is where Pottsville is, and so that is something that makes searching for people more complicated. It's just a little more wild there in the center part of the state. So this is Pottsville, and this is the 7-Eleven right there. Right there, nobody should be surprised. It's right there on one of the main roads, main streets of this city. And I do give the local police all the credit in the world for going around and even to find videos of Zach and finding one at this 7-Eleven. We know most of the time that is not done. So I give them credit for that. Now, of course, it's not helped in finding Zachary, which isn't a surprise to me. But I've said that time and time again. If a video does not show what actually has happened in the disappearance, it's probably not going to be that helpful in solving the disappearance. So that's where the 7-Eleven is. I don't know. I have not checked any of my databases to see where he actually lived with his mother. I actually also don't know. In the episode, Cindy and I talk about this get together or something where some guys, I think mainly men, young men, got together at some house in the area. Did something go on there? Did Zachary overdose there? Did somebody kill him there? Did people cover it up? Lots of rumors out there. I don't know where that house is. I don't think that Cindy ever told me where that is in town or gave me an address or anything like that. But all we know is at around 4 o'clock on October 22nd of 2022, this is where Zach was at this 7-Eleven. Now, as we zoom out, again, you can see very quickly why, if this is not a cover-up situation and Zachary walked off, whether it was due to his mental health issues or drug issues, you can see very quickly how this gets very complicated. See a lot of green down here to the south. We see a lot of green up here to the north. And even when we get closer, We have green here, and dark green is you see dark green and you know that's trouble for doing any sort of searches. And then we have green off here to the east, dark green off here to the east. He could have gone in a lot of different directions. If that's what happened, I'm not telling you what to think. If you think that he was murdered, fine by me. If you think that he walked off and died in the woods somewhere, if you think that's fine. If you think he's still alive out there somewhere, fine by me. I'm just here to present the area to you. So this is a complication. Then, of course, we see this, what I would call a small body of water down here to the southeast. Now, I'm going to, of course, this is a satellite view. I'm going to change this to what you might call a sketch view so we can see, it's easier to see on the sketch view, the railroad tracks that were discussed. And if you've ever wondered what railroad tracks look like on one of these maps, it's a line with short perpendicular lines crossing it. So this is a railroad track right here. There's a railroad track that's right here, and then they come together. You can see right there. Whereas we go back to the satellite view, you can see kind of hard to see. Really, really difficult to see, but it's there. So a story was that he was seen walking one of these tracks in here. And this is the exact reason, just to leave it on this screen. As I've told all of you, as I've posted already, they're having a search this coming Saturday. I'm doing this recording on August 14th. But 2 days from now, on August 16th, coincidentally, the day after the episode comes out, a bunch of people are gathering here at the KFC in Pottsville to go do a search. My impression is they've gathered at this KFC before. Could be wrong about that, but that's the impression I got. And I think you can see why they would pick this area to search, because once again, those train tracks are right there. And of course, we do have the Schuylkill River, even though the Schuylkill River, not obvious. You can see how it's right there. You know, when we look at it from satellite view, there is actually a little river right there. Maybe that might come into your calculations as well as what could have happened to Zachary. So this is the 7-Eleven. This KFC is where they're gathering on Saturday morning to do a search. And Cindy has not told me what direction they're going, but we have those railroad tracks, and then we have this area over here, this green area over here. I have to be very open to the idea that they will be going into those areas as well, as long as they have permission to do so. I don't know if this area is owned by privately or by the state or some corporation or something. I have no idea on either side of this road. My guess is they're going to venture out into there as well. It's, as I continue to say, it's tough to tell in these types of disappearances, especially if you think that a person did walk off. It's hard to say what direction that person would go. I think what we know is these people usually don't go far. If there was something going on with them mentally or with drugs or something like that, they usually don't go far. Something to keep in mind. And you can see that this, if he was at the 7-Eleven, went this direction, it's a very, very short walk. It's like a quarter mile from the 7-Eleven down to these train tracks, if we wish to believe that he was seen walking there. Where this house was that he might have gone to later in the day, I don't know. But I don't think any of us would be surprised if that house is also down in this area. And if you're seeing Bunker Hill here, That is not the Bunker Hill. The Bunker Hill from the Revolutionary War is in Massachusetts. So that's the map. He was seen here on video for sure. After that, it's up for speculation. It's up for rumors and stories and everything else. What would be helpful to know is, and I don't think anybody knows this, this was it seems like it was a daily pattern for him. Well, what was Zachary's daily pattern? If he was going out walking the streets of Pottsville every day, where exactly would he go? This is kind of takes me back to the disappearance of Joel Akridge, who did not have any drug problems or anything like that, but of course he had some mental health issues, but he had a learning disability, and it seems like he followed the same pattern every day too. He went missing as well, still missing. Kind of reminds me of that. So that's all I have for this analysis. Please like this video. Please share it. Subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you again very soon. Thanks for watching.